welcome into the Street Fighter Duel show. I'm JB here with Falcon, Nova, and Datscat. And we just finished the Catastrophic Recast event. How did that go, fellas? You like it?
It's pretty fun.
I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, I liked it too.
I liked it. I liked the puzzles.
Yeah.
Maybe the
The
most.
Explore tab had some fun puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, YouTube, we each got to take one of the quadrants, so that was kind of neat.
Yep.
We got it all covered on day one.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a really nice feature to us doing this together. Was
Right.
being able to split that up and, like Falcon said, day one have every puzzle done.
Yeah, it happened to work out really, really well for us there.
Yeah.
Which was cool. I enjoy those things. Something a little bit different to do. I know not everyone does, but it's a good time for me, and that's all that matters. So
It's
just a nice,
distraction.
Yeah. It's a nice change of pace, right? Like it's cool having something in the game that's different.
Yeah.
Like totally different.
just a gentleman's puzzle, you know?
That's right.
Yeah, and the rewards were solid. That's what really counts at the end of it. You want to come away with something.
Right. Get
Special
something out of
summon
it.
tickets, boost stones. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It seemed to be the main artery of the reward system. Yeah, the rewards were fine for the queue and the agency, but
Yeah.
the rewards were really embedded in the Explore. So if you didn't do the Explore, you didn't get all those special summon tickets, and you didn't have a chance at getting Virgil. Congratulations if you got Virgil.
You.
Yeah,
But
you. Congratulations if you did one single summon and got him.
Yeah.
Scat.
it was awesome.
I'm not gonna lie, like I'm one of those people that just I like want to have one, and I think I wasted 10 tickets on it. So, and I didn't get it. So, maybe even more.
But
I'm
with
not the
special
smartest
summons-
player. I know.
With the special summons, and this could be beneficial to anybody watching this video. Stick to one character and finish them. Don't, and you should pick either Akuma or Evil Ryu or Goken, which comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
So like, stick with one. Don't bounce around. You won't get the value. You gotta grind it out.
Grind.
I think you roughly need, and somebody did a video on this not that long ago, I think, where if you want to go for one of the special fighters during the events, that's only going to be there during the event. You need to have like 600 tickets or something.
Yeah, I
And-
did.
And good luck.
And good luck.
Yeah.
I
That's
did
pretty brutal.
300 special summons and got 3 copies of Evil Ryu. So when he came out, 300.
Yeah.
Got 3 copies.
It's tough.
That's not enough. That's not enough.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy right now, but I guess there's not that many characters, and they've got to make it kind of tough to get some
Yeah.
of them, I guess. Right?
Well, I think that's why, like what Scat said, like if you are going to pull for the special summon fighters, like go for the ones that don't leave the game after 2 weeks, because then you can continue to pull them. You're not wasting your tickets then, because if you waste 400 tickets on S plus Virgil,
Right.
That's
now
useless.
what? Now what?
Yeah. No, I hear you there. And I need to follow my own advice.
It's
Going
tough, though. I
forward,
mean,
I know.
yeah, well, it's tough. It's a tough balance, right? Like
Yeah.
you need to optimize if you want to like continue forward, but you need to have fun too.
Right.
So if collecting everyone that comes out is fun for you, then by all means do it. But if you're trying to optimize, then
Right. Then you shouldn't and go for one.
yeah.
Now, what do you
I
think about...
usually
Go ahead, Scott.
I usually do 10 summon tickets.
Yeah.
For the
Yeah, just to
event
see.
characters. And I got Dante, I got Virgil, I didn't have to put much into that. And I just stopped at 1 copy. And I mostly for the Q event, which I think is the other highlight of the Catastrophic Recast special event collaboration with Devil May Cry. I think the Q, as we were calling it, because none of us really know how to say that word.
Yeah.
We
Cliff
Like
flop?
there's a
Yeah,
Q,
Flop?
and
that's
then
what I was
there's
calling it.
a Q, and then an L. I don't even know how to make another sound than Q. U.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it just goes against the
All
English
things.
language.
Yeah.
English language.
But
Maybe it's not English.
You brought up Dante. That's true. You brought up
Yeah.
Dante, and this is the second Devil May Cry collaboration, right? So
Yeah.
what do you think about that? I don't know anything about Devil May Cry. I bet it's pretty cool, but it means nothing to me. So I kind of would have liked a switch up, but did you guys like it? Have you heard people saying they really like Devil May Cry? I don't know.
To me, it was a little disappointing to have them back to back like that because that feels a little bit easy. But at the same time, from the developer point of view, they may have some kind of contract that's in place that allows them to do this where they wouldn't be able to otherwise.
Sure.
So that might be part of what's going on behind the scenes. But otherwise, I agree. If we are going to get collabs and we're going to get these exclusive characters, let's mix it up. Let's get a different game each time.
Yeah. That's what I
I
think.
totally agree. And that's
Did
true.
we?
Falcon, you bring up a good point. And that's something I had not thought about before because a lot of people are saying that the back-to-back DMC event is lazy, but they may have been under contract to do 2 back-to-back.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mhm.
it's tough to say.
We don't
I
know
was going
what's
to say
going
it's
on
lazy, but
at the corporate level.
that's right.
Yeah, maybe
That is right.
Maybe it's just a kind of like a communication issue, right? If they're like, "Hey, we're gonna do a series with different collabs," then I'd be like, "Oh, that makes sense, right? We're gonna do 1, 2, or 3 of these collaborations, and then we move to something else." But when you just don't know it, then I guess it kind of seems lazy, right? When you just get thrown into
It
another
shouldn't
one.
have been a surprise.
Yeah,
If they're just doing it back-to-back, they should have just told us.
yeah. Like, hey, we're gonna do this one, and then there's another. Well, I guess they can't say that because then I don't know. Maybe it ruins the agency to get the first character right. But
I don't know.
they could maybe, yeah. I don't know either. I guess, but maybe just a little discussion on how the collaborations are gonna work.
Yeah. I have a question.
Yeah.
What's a collab that you guys would like to see?
Oof.
Final
Look
Fantasy.
at Falcon's smile. He already knows.
We've talked about this before, but someone brought up because we already have games, Marvel versus Capcom and things like that. Having
Right.
something like X-Men in the game would be amazing. I'm a
Ooh.
massive X-Men nerd, and having someone like Nightcrawler or something in the mix I can just imagine thousands of possibilities for the characters in that canon. Obviously, it's a hard get, but man, something like that would be amazing.
That would be cool.
I would love it.
What about you, Scat?
I think
Pick one. Just pick
Final
one.
Fantasy would be really cool.
Oh yeah.
Which characters?
Oh, probably have Sephiroth in there. You know,
Ooh.
probably
He would have
Cloud.
That would be sweet. I think DBZ would be awesome.
DBZ would be awesome.
That feels like a natural one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's already the Hadoken, which is quite similar to, functionality of the fighting in DBZ already, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna throw in one that's kind of like it. I think Tekken would be cool.
Oh,
Sure.
Tekken.
Okay.
You could do
Or maybe even a
different
throwback
fighter,
to like
Soul
virtual,
Calibur.
or like a throwback
Soul
to
Calibur?
Soul Calibur would be good.
Yeah.
Throwback to Virtual Fighter.
What if they did a Mario Kart collab?
Yes.
Never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Nintendo will never allow it.
Imagine
That's
imagine
what we
just
want.
having like Toad in a cart, like in your lineup.
I think you know what
With the
I'm
proper-
changing mine to Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Street Fighter versus the Smurfs. That is the collab we need.
Oh, Smurf collab.
Yeah.
Well, didn't we hear Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or was that just
It was
Yeah.
a rumor.
I would like that.
If there's any
I think that's kinda
validity
fun.
to it.
According to the data mining that somebody did, they found all 4 turtles within the game files. So they
I kinda like
think
that. That'd be
they
fun.
think that is the next collab.
I
I
grew,
don't
I
know.
grew up as a Turtles nerd, so
Yeah.
I can jump on board with that for sure.
I could jump on board with the
Nerdle,
turtles.
as it's called.
I don't I don't know about the data mining.
Yeah, I don't know.
like,
I mean, who knows what can be trusted anyway? But people made videos about it, saying the data mining showed the files of all 4 turtles being in the game. So we'll see. We'll find out in 3 weeks or so.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit more about the game modes. What do you think about the agency? So, the agency battle, you go in, you got to beat 5 different trials. Did you guys have fun with it? That was my least favorite personally. But it's not the worst thing
I
ever,
had-
but
I had fun with it. It's the same thing as Path of Trials. It's
Yeah.
just a tedious thing to do. And you're kind of, Falcon, you said this earlier, you're kind of better off just waiting until the end when you have your workshop built so you can just clear it easily.
right.
Yeah,
But-
that's what I did in the case of the agency, because once you've got all your stuff set up, you can just roll through it at the very end of the event without any trouble at all.
Right.
Which
And I know
is
that a lot of
great sign
people,
for a quality event.
yeah. And I know that a lot of people were upset about some of the rewards being gated behind pay to win fighters that aren't available anymore. So some rewards were lost due to people not having Flame Chun-Li, which I can get behind. But I think the other thing with this event too, and my biggest issue with it is it takes a lot of time to do it. It's very tedious
Mhm.
and you don't really get anything good for it. Like if they had better rewards, it would feel like a better use of time.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
part of it was that you got the shop currency out of that, and
Right.
you could use the
Correct.
shop currency for better rewards. So
Correct.
that's a big
But
part
they
of
could still up those rewards a little bit. Like give
Yeah.
us, if you're not going to have a pity system for the draws, at least give us more tickets.
Yeah, I think so too. And or like you could add in, you get a reward every time you complete one, but you didn't get anything if you completed all of them.
True.
Right? Like you could add in
Yeah.
something like if you finish the entire row, you got a bigger bonus or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Milestone reward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it'd just make it a little more fun.
Sure.
Yeah, that was the least exciting of the three, especially compared to Explorer and the Kill-Off fight, which was really competitive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Those were fun. I liked those a lot. But yeah, I opened up the agency tab and I was like, oh.
It's a
This-
chore. It should never be a chore,
Yeah.
but it was a chore.
It
So
was a
that's
chore.
not a good sign.
it. What if it's pronounced cloth? Like
I don't think it
cloth
is.
cloth.
Well, there's
There are too many.
Yeah.
There are too many consonants between.
mm-hmm.
How do you say QL?
It's a silent
I think-
PH. Is that what you're saying?
I think
Yeah,
the,
it's just
the
cloth.
the QL is just like pretend it's CL, I guess.
Cleoff.
Clefoth.
Cleof.
Clefoth, I think is. I can only imagine it would be pronounced Clefoth, but I.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually, maybe it is. Scat's right, and there's a silent IPH in there.
It says cloth.
It's
Yeah.
rare, but
Maybe it's just Loth. You don't even pronounce
It
the
says
Q.
cloth.
yeah.
Well, let's stick with the Q.
But now that we're talking about the queue, I mean, I had a blast doing this, trying to top the leaderboards, which obviously I can't. The only thing I would complain about is not being able to change the your different challenges when you're picking your fighters. Like, there needs to be some kind of better system there, or just a better screen. I don't know. It was kind of frustrating. I found myself like I'd pick my fighters, go back and change something, then I'd go start the battle, and then all my stuff wasn't changed. I know I'm messing it up, but like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't
was annoying.
saving things the way that it should. So it wasn't very intuitive, and you kept losing fighters that you put in and changing the challenge. So that part, I imagine that is relatively easy for them to clean up next
Yeah.
go around.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully
Yeah.
that will be something that changes in the future.
I was also annoyed that whatever you picked for the first fight, whenever the next one unlocked, it didn't just carry over. Like you
Yeah,
had to reset
that
all
would be
your
good.
multipliers. Like you're using the same ones. Like let's be real here.
Yeah.
Just
If
have it
something
default.
works, I mean, otherwise that's a lot of thinking to like try
Yeah.
to figure out new squads when you already did all the thinking.
Yeah, it would be nice if that stuff carried over.
I mean,
I-
if the fights changed drastically, then I could imagine you wanting to use like, an agility fighter in this one or not, or there would be more of a reason to customize that per fight. But the fights themselves weren't very different. Like, I think on one of them you just had to survive a Virgil blast and then you got through.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
the other one had another minion shooting at you constantly.
Mhm.
With
Yeah.
pew pew.
Yes,
pew, pew,
I mean-
pew.
So you're changing up your AoE to single targets on some of them, right? But that was pretty
Yeah,
much
there's
it.
some minor changes.
hmm
Yeah. I liked
But-
it though.
But
No,
you're
I
not
had
changing
it
the
was fun.
multipliers as you go through.
Right.
That's what I mean. So like
The
with,
Oh
multipliers,
yeah.
with
Keep
regard to
those.
the multipliers, it didn't really
Correct.
matter. You had the kind of the same strategy
Right.
going
Yep.
through them.
They
That
could have
should
had that
remain.
carry over. Yeah.
But these are minor adjustments just for user friendly.
But the Cleafoth for me, if that's how it's said, that is I think that was second to the puzzles, the best part about the whole event, because it was fun to like, it was fun to like test out different fighters and like test out different like lineups, because we don't have anything in game just normally where we can test out different fighters' strength and power and look at points. But with this event, with everyone being so leveled, you could use A grade fighters and they would hold up just fine. Yeah. So it was really cool to like play around with the teams.
So that's one of the things we talked about many times, I think, before about when something like that. And so they did have that in this case.
Yeah. I took advantage of it. I used a lot of A grade fighters.
Do the inverse world and go that route, which I've done, but that gets really boring really fast.
Yeah, you're not getting any stats out of that, though. It's like you either win or you lose. But with this, you could look at the points and you could see how much damage you did. So you could actually like see if a different, like a change in lineup was better than another one. We don't have any other way of really testing that, I guess, aside from sparring with friends, I suppose, assuming that they have equal strength fighters, though. Like,
there's so many variables in every fight. So it's really hard to get the repeated situation exactly every time, so you can play around and tweak just little things.
Right. Mm-hmm. You know what they should do, guys? They should have power level matched sparring with your friends. So where it was all came down to the lineups, and like all the fighters were like, you were on the same power level, but you had your own, but you had your roster or something like that.
Yeah, you can use whoever you want, but there's like a default level.
A default level to everybody, and everybody caps out at one piece of equipment, so that even if you had one and not two, it would max out, or something like that. Just to level the playing field, because sparring with my friends, that's really fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stuff with friends in general needs to be promoted more in this game, and fix the guild, for crying out loud.
Fix the guild. I read in the patch notes that they're doing something with the guilds.
They're fixing like the search situation and like battle group joinability or something. I don't know. It's always these like little things that aren't what we want. They just need to be open to everyone. Yeah. Your friends list needs to be open to everyone. Battle groups?
Maybe because like of what happened.
Events, but
maybe with the original guild situation, how it got so messed up that they like initiate, like if they can't fix it, maybe they can initiate like a one-time transfer or something.
That's what I think. Yeah. They should do a migration, a one-time migration, or hey, pay $5 and you can join a different server with that account.
Sure. Implement something so we can play together. Look, I mean, luckily we started at the beginning, so we all got to, but most people can, and it's really hard to recruit the way it is right now.
Right. I mean, honestly, it'd be better if they had the battle group set up just differently altogether. Like, it's kind of weird that it's done based on when you created your account.
Right.
When really it should be based on your power level.
It should be a tiered power level thing.
Yeah. Because it's tough. It's tough out there, man. I never win anything.
But if you are in a place with your power level and you're competing with people who have a similar power level, then you're really, the juxtaposition is far more rewarding.
Yeah.
Than just knowing, okay, I'm gonna get whatever unless they don't play.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. Which happened in this event. Some of the whales in my battle group were not really pushing this one.
Yeah.
And that was kind of discouraging.
A lot of whales got really mad about the Flame Chun-Li situation in the queue, because pretty much free-to-play players that happen to just, one-off buy Flame Chun-Li were beating whales who spent thousands of dollars.
Well, I think they needed the 6 out of 6 vehicles.
Yeah, it could be. That could very well be the situation, but nonetheless, it happened. People who spent thousands lost to people who spent $29.
Well, why didn't the people who spent thousands use Flame Chun-Li?
Some of them didn't pick her up because everyone said that she was garbage. Like the initial review of her at the beginning when she first came out, everyone was like, "She's not good."
I
Don't
don't know. I don't know. Like,
Mistake.
you know what I
I'll stay
mean?
in my free-to-play lane.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But like, if you're a whale, you bought her, right?
Apparently
That's what I'm
not.
thinking. Like
Hey,
apparently
I don't
they
know.
opted out. People opted out, and
Why would you opt out of that? It's a legendary character. I don't know. To me, it's just it's
obvious.
it's a response to being
Yeah.
butthurt, and
yeah,
That's exactly what it is.
yep.
No sympathy from me, Wales.
nope, no sympathy from me. I mean, I've
No.
spent my fair share of money
Ouch.
on the game too, and I don't know. Like, if I get beat, I get beat. Good. Somebody,
That's what it is. Part of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I in my opinion, I mean, thank God there was an option for free-to-play players to have the opportunity to beat a whale.
Right.
I actually no problem with that whatsoever.
It helps balance the ecosystem out. Creates a better, all around experience for everyone playing.
Yeah,
Now,
it allows for
here-
some skill and some strategy to
Sure.
outplay
Sure.
money, right?
Here's
Yeah.
what I'll say though. If it hadn't been Flame Chung Li, let's say it was any other character that you didn't have to buy, that was straight free to play. If it was anybody else, would we even be having this conversation?
No.
No, of course not.
No, we
That-
wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's the fact that it was a limited time only, pay to win, one-off character.
Yep.
You bought her once, legendary, now you got her.
Well, I have her, and I can tell you what, I'm going for those 6 vehicles now because the next time we have one of these events, I'm going to be going for those whales first place positions.
you
It
can top those leaderboards.
yeah, I mean,
Yep.
I'm just kind of surprised we all missed out on what her 6 vehicles does. Does anyone want to read that right now, just in case other people out there have missed it as well? Because it is
Yeah.
very
Scott's got
good.
it.
I'll load it up. She's so cool.
Yeah.
All right, so this is her vehicle situation. 3 out of 3. When any single enemy on the field has 25x flame penetration, so these are the stacks that she gives from doing her, like, I think C1 where it goes, each hit
Yeah.
is a stack, right?
And her
So you-
C2 as well.
I believe it's
So-
the exact sound too.
Yeah.
Can you do that again? Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Practice my cat. That sounds like that too. Anyway, so once it has 25 stacks, all allies on the field receive 25% boost to effect accuracy and flame damage dealt for the rest of the match. 6 out of 6. When any single enemy on the field has 50x flame penetration active, all allies on the field receive 100% boost to their crit rate and flame damage for the rest of the match.
It's crazy.
100%. Did you hear that? Did everybody hear that right? All
I heard it.
allies on the field receive 100% boost to their crit rate and flame damage.
Like
Outrageous.
that's gonna keep her good almost forever. Like even if her raw damage
is
and
a
stuff won't stay up there, that buff
crazy-
is crazy good.
Well, it
Crazy
works.
boss.
Yeah,
fighting
that's
units.
that's what I was gonna say. It works well on these
Yep.
bosses because the matches are longer and you can
Mhm.
build those stacks. Like
Well-
if you never have enough time to build those stacks, what good are those vehicles? The vehicles are good for this and this
Correct.
only. So
And
like,
this is why
and
she
these things
got.
happen, right? These should be
Yeah.
happening kind
so
of
why
often.
are these whales mad?
This is why she got ignored in the beginning because people got her and they were like, this doesn't change PvP or PvE at all.
Right.
I don't think anybody did boss testing.
Maybe a boss wasn't out where you could. Because like
Or
think
people
about it,
just weren't
Shadowlands,
looking
you
at
Yeah,
skills.
probably.
maybe in the Crusades you might be able to, but it's just a single
Crusade.
target boss. It's not a multi-target boss like these Q fights are. You know, the think about what's another multi-target boss fight that you have in the game? There isn't one.
Sometimes
that
in the
one, like,
Crusade.
Crab thing that has
Yeah.
4 little.
Okay, so the Crusade, so you could
Yeah.
test it there, but that I don't even know how accurate you'd be able to test it because with the Q you have the workbench which you could cater to Flame
Right.
Chun-Li
Yeah.
Right. And those
and
units
Passion Blanca
never,
and
those
and
units never get
Dulcine.
knocked out either. With the little crab thing in the Crusade, the 3 that spawn do get
they get knocked
killed.
out. So, but you could still be doing stacks on the main boss. But the point is you're building stacks on everybody, and so that's just a higher chance that those vehicles are going to stack for her.
Right. Yeah.
The last thing in the event, I mean, this is kind of a minor thing, but just the Nico shop. What do you think about the rewards there?
Decent.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, you can choose from Yang, DJ, or Charming Dudley. So
you can choose from boost stones or +2 and +1 gear power.
I know. From. I'm just kidding around. I just wanted to bring that up.
Isn't Trendy Cam in there too, or is she in the other one?
She's in the other one.
She's in the roulette shop. Okay.
No, I know. Yeah. You just don't pick those, but I just thought that was funny that those are the 3 characters. Like,
it is funny.
Come on.
Oh, I did the boost stones. I got like
boost stones. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Out of what was there, it's the boost stones for sure.
84 of them or something I picked up in total, or whatever it comes out to being.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It's awesome. Boost stones are key. Those in the gear upgrades, like those are
and the workshop tokens. Don't forget those vehicle abilities.
Yeah,
I gotta have those. Yeah. Can we talk about Virgil and Nero?
Oh, of course, yes. How have I forgotten that?
I don't. I got Virgil. I think I'm the only one out of us 4, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so I got him and used him, and he's really strong. But I only have him as an A. But he's really strong.
I mean, for the event though, it's really nice just to have him because you were getting a bonus.
Yes,
right.
I could do an extra multiplier.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, like I put him in the tag, right? And so he'd pop out and be eliminated pretty quickly. But he has like a survival thing where he can't get knocked below 1 health for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, when he's in that, he transforms, right?
Yeah. Then he transforms as the demon state or something.
Mm-hmm.
And that was cool because then he was out in the field with I ended up buying Nero, so I have Nero too. I put both of them on the same team with Trendy Cammy. And that multiplier is pretty darn high. But
nice.
Anyway.
One thing I will say, we often kind of gloss over this aspect of things, but I did really like the design of these Devil May Cry characters.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the toolkits. I liked the visual animations of the characters. So props to the art team for that. I just wanted to put that out there because we complain about this or that or whatever, but the design,
you're right.
Sure, it was solid.
Looks cool.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
The interface was cool for the event as well. Like everything was done well. It was like glitchless.
Yeah, it also
nice.
fit seamlessly into the existing game. None of it felt out of place.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's easy. It's easy sometimes to like, I don't know if I want to say complain, but point out ways that things could be better. But like overall, though, I really enjoyed the event. I really like the collab events because I like that they give us more things to do because I like playing the game. So I enjoyed it. But
yeah.
Could be they could do better. They could make things a little more accessible, make the rewards a little bit better, and then it would be even more fun.
They could change the style of the next collab event.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of agency and explore and the queue, they could do something where they're like, here are 4 characters, or here are 8 characters. Combine them to hit a single crit hit that does this much damage, and that's your challenge. And you have to figure out how you can combine these skills, and you can, change FS 10s to 30s. You could put vehicles on somebody, but you only got a certain amount of vehicles. You could do something really fun like that, where like it's like, okay, figure this puzzle out, but you have to do it right. And maybe it's an unconventional thing, but it's like, get Hugo to shield for this much damage or something, something weird that forces you to play the game in different ways,
Yeah. No, that's a really interesting concept.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
But you could manipulate each fighter to build them
Yeah.
fully customizable aspect to that. That's a really, really good idea. I like that a
Yeah.
lot.
That would be
Like,
really fun.
take this much damage without losing any fighters and without eliminating the enemy team.
Yeah,
And like
Yeah,
you beat
you
it
got
just by taking the damage and not losing.
and that's the quest.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
That's
something
like
different.
that's like agency, but with like a more unique twist on it.
It's like agency mixed with trials. The trials because they only give you a certain amount of fighters and you have to put the right team together.
Yeah.
Mixed with a different flavor where you could the adjustment on like okay you have this many boost stones to play with.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, this many workshop tokens. You got to figure out how to divvy them up correctly. I think that would be great.
Right.
That'd be
And they're
That would be
just
really
located
cool.
within the event only. There's like
Yeah.
event workshop tokens or they're whatever. But anyway, I don't
That
know.
would be cool.
They could do things like that because isn't this the third event, the third collab that was structured like this?
Yes.
What was the collab before Dante? That was
But we had
That
a
was
Kuma
Monster Hunter.
Gorken.
well, it was Gorken then Akuma.
Sorry.
Well, Akuma was not a collab.
It did have like the Explorer and stuff though, didn't
Yeah,
it?
the Explorer part.
Yeah.
He
I
did have the
remember that.
Explorer. Goken likely will as well. I mean, Evil Ryu had an Explorer, didn't he?
That's right. Okay, so they mixed in
Yeah.
Akuma and Evil Ryu, but Gorken was the only other out of game collab
Yes.
where they did the Monster Hunter. Now they did Devil May Cry. Now maybe Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Maybe.
But they've only done those 3 so far.
If the next collab is in fact Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I really want them to bring back the collaborative boss fight that they had with the Gorken, where
I was just gonna say that.
That was
you
sweet.
team up with other people and fight a giant shredder. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
We each pick one turtle and go to town on a boss, man. Oh,
That would be really cool.
That
That
would
would
sweet.
be. And makes Splinter a character.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
The rat.
this is just like me making a wish list right now, but it'd be cool if they had like a couple of special characters that were really good, and then just some like fun characters that were easy to get. You know, like then you could have like Bebop and Rocksteady on a team just for fun or something. You know, like they're
Yeah.
But just so we have a bunch of Ninja Turtles instead of just like 1 or 2 or something like that. That'd be kind of cool.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
they got to
that
do
would
the
be cool.
4, right? They got to do 4.
Yeah.
You would think.
Yeah, unless they do some kind of gimmick where it's like one character embodying them or something like that. But yeah, you would think they'd have to have all 4.
Or one event for each character. They could do something like
Yeah.
that. Which I hope
really
they don't,
want them, Yeah. I really want them to start giving one copy.
yeah, I think you should
Because
get
they
one.
did it with Gorken. Everybody got one. You could collect the shards for him.
Yeah, you
Right?
start. I still have 26 of them or something.
Yeah,
sitting
me
in my
too.
house.
Because I collected one of him, but now it's like that's just gone. Now it's like you pay for it or you don't get it.
Right.
They like what does it hurt to give one copy? Like especially when they have things gated behind using it in the event.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, give us one. You know,
Do
or bring in an additional fighter that you can like grind for.
Yeah.
Like you got to do all this stuff and then you can unlock them to like SS or something.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. I mean, even if those fighters aren't going to be like the best, but you get something fun to fight for, right? I mean,
Yeah, that'd
that's
be
a pretty
sweet.
big reward if you got like an SS fighter if you could complete this stuff.
Yeah, and the stuff might be like do a total amount of damage that's like, 30 minutes of fighting each day on a single boss. This like stupid grinding. But you have to do it every single day or else you won't hit that damage marker or something like
Yep.
on the last day of the event you got an SS plus copy of Virgil.
Yeah. And then it's like summonable after that.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet. Especially if it's just like a normal faction thing, right? Like you could make, let's just say they do the turtle thing. You could have all the Ninja Turtles and then you could like you could grind for like April or something.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know?
that'd be sweet.
And she'd just be
Yeah.
like a normal faction, like, kind of whatever unit, maybe like some hybrid support
Sure.
unit or something, something usable. Doesn't have to be game breaking.
Or a skin on Street Poison. Like if
Oh,
April was a skin for Street Poison.
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool, actually. I like
Pretty
that
good
idea.
idea.
Yeah.
grindable cosmetics.
Mm-hmm.
Scat.
Man,
You're
How many
hot. You're
ideas
hot
do you have
today.
over there?
You are hot
My
today, sir.
gosh.
Goodness.
That's brilliant.
yeah.
One thing
But
I'd
you would have
also
to grind for it real good. Like it can't be like I hopped
Yeah.
on for 10 minutes
Yeah.
each day, did my dailies, and I hopped off and I got April's.
Yeah,
skin.
there'd be like multiple avenues, right? Like do all of this and you get one copy. Do all of this and you get one. And then if you do all of them and it adds up over time, maybe the best you can do in the event is SS.
Mhm,
And then after that, you got to, draw for the rest of it.
mhm.
I think
Be awesome.
I'm gonna complain about one thing real quick, and it's that like I'd never get the top. I probably wouldn't get the top 3 ever, but if you get the top 3, you only get 16 special summon tickets. Like, why don't you get a couple you get 2 character shards or something, or you get
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you get first place, you should get like a triple
That
S character.
That would
You
make
know, like,
people play more.
yeah, like that you actually like fight for it, but you have 16 chances at getting maybe one, which you probably won't.
You probably won't get
16 is
anything.
not a lot. I don't
Well,
know.
look, I
That
mean,
just seems like if you want people to fight for the leaderboards, like I think the rewards need to be a little bit better there.
That would make
I'll
more
still-
sense.
I
too,
do it for fun,
because,
but like I just think
Yeah.
you can do better for the player base there.
I mean, all the devs want is for people to spend money. So if the top prizes are like actual shards,
Yeah.
you'd get some people that aren't going to spend money that are now going to spend money.
I mean, if you got one triple S Virgil, if you got the top spot, like I
Every
feel,
one
I
of
feel
us
like
would
foot
grind the
fight,
hell out of it.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
and you get people spend more too. I'm sure, right?
I'm sure of it. Or even, like the final one, like maybe people, they do their summons and everything and they need just one more copy for SSS.
Right.
They're not going to let themselves slide out of first, second, or third.
Right.
Or it's something like you are able to buy Nero for $1.
Yeah, greater discount on a
Yeah, huge discount.
a pay only fighter.
Sure.
I think they also need to introduce rewards for your server ranking.
Yeah.
Yeah, even something small,
Why do we even have a server ranking if there's no benefit for it?
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, those don't have to be huge or anything, but you should,
No.
if you're gonna put the leaderboard there with it, I say
Give me
give
5
something.
summoning tickets.
Yeah, something like that, something small.
Give me boost stones. I don't know, something.
Boost stones.
Mm,
Lights is
Boost
like ice cream.
Mm.
Boost stones.
yeah, boost stones are like the Dippin' Dots of
Oh,
Street
man.
Fighter ice cream.
Like Cold Stone.
Wow.
Dippin' Dots, bro.
Delicious. Delicious.
Gosh,
The moose tracks of Street Fighter.
man, now all I can
The
think about
Cherry
is
Garcia of Street Fighter.
Cherry Garcia.
Boost stones.
Oh,
Yeah. Give me something.
well,
Well, here's what I want. I want the Gorken event to come back in some fashion.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to bring up next. If we are going to have these collabs and they're only going to be available for a short time, if they don't come back around, that's hugely disappointing. And I'm never going to put anything towards those fighters because I'm not going to get them in the 2-week span that I have to work on it.
yeah,
Put it.
So to have them just disappear and never be available again. Gormagala Ken might be my favorite fighter in the game, but I'm never going to get it because he's just not there anymore
right.
unless he comes back. So I don't.
Give
At
me
the same
another
time, I
crack
want
at it.
the event,
And
but
I bet
want
you-
the opportunity to get him.
I bet you bring a lot of people back.
Yeah,
I bet you a lot of people will be like, "Oh wait, Gorken's coming back. Oh, I can swing at him again."
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
Even
Gorken
from
is
the
my favorite
developer
character.
perspective, Just if Crunchyroll just goes back like, hey, one time only, $30 for Gormagala Ken. there would be thousands of players who missed that opportunity who would spend that money for it. And that's not what I want. I don't want them to introduce a new paying system, but that's how much the player base want to use the fighter, because most of us don't have it and will never have it. And that's no fun to have something that's just completely inaccessible.
Right.
Agreed.
So
I hope they bring it back.
Yeah, me too.
That's the thing. Even if these collabs went for 2 months, you're still not going to get an SSS as a free to
play. They don't stay in the shop. It's unlikely.
I've been saving my special summon tickets since the Akuma event, and I have like 350 of them. And apparently you need like 600 and good luck to get an SSS. So I'm like halfway there, I guess. Halfway there and my fingers crossed.
Yeah.
So like what, in maybe 2 more months, 3 more months, maybe I could go for a special unit and maybe not get it.
Yeah.
Could be a nice baby.
I'll stick with Evil Ryu.
Could be a nice baby gift for you.
Because Evil Ryu is basically Gorken, but he ignores people's ability to not get knocked out. So that's another interesting thing here is they brought Virgil in here, who already has a direct counter in the game.
Yeah.
Most people don't have that direct counter.
That's true.
Yet.
No, but I'm about to. So look out, Wales. That's the dream. Top the leaderboard.
So tonight we've got a reset coming, right?
Yeah.
Got some new characters coming into the game. Summer Ibuki and Mummy Dulcine.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
What are you guys thinking about those? Are you guys excited?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the artwork for Mummy Dulcine yet.
I haven't either, actually. How's he
Imagine
looking?
I'm
he
excited
has
for the
things hanging off of him. And he's
Yeah.
like
I can
going like
picture
this.
what he looks like, but I haven't seen the artwork yet.
His neck does this, you know.
Yeah, he's a bob. He's a bobber.
I love him. Yeah, he's one of my favorites. I love Dulcine. And now Mummy Dulcine, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And I hope he's a normal faction. I hope he's Thunder. I really do. Thunder needs it.
That's the talk around town is that he's Thunder. Thunder faction, DPS, and Summer Ibuki is Master, is the guess.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm cool with that.
At this point, it seems to be par for the course. It's what we've come to expect.
Yeah. Do we know what role Ibuki's going to play?
Support. Okay, I watched a video on her, and she is carrying a tube, and she launches the tube, and it looks like a donut, and it hits the ground, and it goes in AOE, just like Summer Yang's wave.
Really?
She sends this tube, and it goes there and back, and it looks like
tubing
attack AOE or an AOE team debuff. But she was using she's a C1 C2, I think. Don't quote me on that. I was just watching somebody's YouTube video, and it was on.
I haven't looked up anything on them, to be honest. I'm just kind of waiting.
Japanese, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know. It
I
could have
haven't
been
put too much time looking
Korean
at them
or
either.
Chinese or something, but
They're available in the global server, I think.
yeah.
But what they have in the global server doesn't necessarily mean that it'll be the same.
No, but that's just anyway. It was a cool animation.
Animations are probably the same. Skills might differ slightly.
Sagat looks the same as it did in the before with the leak. Yeah.
When are we going to get the well-dressed E Honda from the guild?
Yeah.
When does he come out?
Leaderboard.
Movie star E Honda.
It's got to be something, right? There's these little Easter eggs. Like the Summer Ibuki avatar has been in the game since day one.
Yeah, mob boss E Honda.
Yeah. Yep.
We do need that, don't we? Hopefully soon. Soon.
Well, we're still waiting on Balrog and stuff. We still got a few classics that need to make the return into the game, or not return, but need to show up in the game.
Yeah, Balrog. Who else?
Well, there's
I think
a few
that's
from
it, right? From 2, at least.
Yeah.
I can't remember the guy. Who's the guy who's like half fire and half ice? Now I can't remember his name. He's in third streak.
Yeah. Oh shoot. I can't remember.
Like the big boss. Anyway, there's plenty of other fighters in the back roster that we could still expect.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, so
I love Street Fighter.
I know. We've got some good stuff coming up too. We've got We've got our effigy
Okay.
clash coming on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
effigy.
Effigy.
Yep.
Yep, we
I
got
can't wait.
effigy.
I love effigy.
I wish they could
Another
fix the
round of
guild system.
trial of justice.
But the
Yeah,
event
our guild
itself
does
is
well
cool.
though. The four of us. The four of us
I know.
kick some
Do hold
butt.
it down.
We
You
do
know?
we do
We've won
well,
all of
but
them.
I think we're just pulling of a lower power pool
Could be.
because it's just
We only
us
have,
four
what,
in our guild.
14,
Yeah, it's-
14 people in our guild, and like 7 of them are active.
and it's
I
for
think less
us
than
four.
that. I think
Yeah.
there's 6 people active. Us 4 being 4 of them.
We got to give a shout out to the other 2.
Join our guild.
Yeah.
Everyone watching this video, join our
Please.
guild, would you?
Please.
If you can, please do.
We're in it. We're active. We want to be active.
I think server 16 is the server
For the
So-
guild?
for
Maybe.
our guild.
Is
Yeah,
so
could be.
Good by Battle Zone.
I believe how it works is it's every 25 levels, right? Or every 25 servers.
Oh,
That's
because
what
I'm
constitutes the
28.
Battle Zone.
Yeah, but didn't it like didn't we get in before like they changed it all around? I thought
We
that was a
were able to-
situation.
Start this guild before they changed it. That's why we're
Yeah.
in different battle zones and allowed to be in the same guild.
Yeah.
Because we got grandfathered in. But the problem is, if we leave the guild, we will not be able to join back up and play together ever again.
Yeah.
So
What the
here
crap
we
is
sit
that?
alone in our guild.
Allow me to migrate battle groups.
Yeah.
One time
At
migration.
least once.
Yeah.
And make it cost $5. I don't care. Allow me to move. Please. I want to play with my friends.
Yeah.
Isn't that the point? Or is
I
the
wanna
point
move
to
to
be
the-
alone and sit on our couches and play cell phone games?
Yeah,
Like,
This
I want to
particular
move to the
what it's about,
European
dude.
region. I want to be in the European region. Everyone in our Discord
Yeah, everyone on Discord
is from Europe.
Yep.
I want to be in Europe.
Yeah, that would be nice. I would
This is not a
if we
problem that
could
should
move to
still
everyone
follow.
in our discords
Yeah.
and we could all hang out. So, everyone in our
awesome.
discord's a blast.
That's
Yeah.
all we want, and that's like a base level requirement.
Yep.
Yeah.
Easy. Just do it.
Yeah. Anyway,
So many
no, I'm just kidding.
tangents.
I know. Lots of tangents.
That's why this
But
is the Street Fighter show.
Yeah. But I think that's what we've got going on so far, right? FG is our next big thing, so we'll get ready for that.
The
And we'll-
Goken event.
Yeah, we'll see what the
Yes.
next collab. Yeah, and Goken coming up.
That is
So-
right.
As always, thanks for joining, brothers. And we will
Nice
catch
chatting with you
everyone
boys.
later.
Yeah.
Grind
We'll
on.
chat very soon. Let's play some Fortnite now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Ooh.
Yes.
Take care.